Hello, 7th graders. Your new video is going to be on how to do the area of a parallelogram. So there are different types of parallelograms. A parallelogram is just a figure that has two sets of parallel sides. So that could be a square, could be a rectangle, or it could be an actual parallelogram, which is what I have drawn right here. That right there is a parallelogram. Okay, because this side is parallel to this side is parallel to this side. That's what makes it a parallelogram. So to do the area of a parallelogram, it's very simple. You just do base times height. One thing to remember though is that you have to use the height that is straight up and down. You cannot use these slanted sides. That's not the height. You would use this side if you were going to do the perimeter of the figure to walk around it, but to do the actual area you can't. So this 9 centimeters right here, I can't use to do the area. Also, something else to remember is this. Area is labeled with a little 2. So if I was going to find the area of this parallelogram that I have drawn here, you start by writing down the formula. So area equals base times height. And then I'm just going to plug my numbers in. So my base is 8 centimeters. And my height has to be the straight up and down one, so it is 8 also. So my answer is 64 centimeters, and then you have to put the little 2. That means square centimeters. That's how all area is labeled with the little 2, even surface area when we get to that. So that is that one. And then, like I said, squares and rectangles are also considered to be parallelograms. So if I wanted to do the area of a rectangle, not a square. So the area of this rectangle right here. First thing we would need to know is some measurements. And this one I'm going to do a little bit differently. This one, they're giving us the area and they're giving us the height. Okay, and they're saying, what is the base? Okay, well, if I plug it into the formula, it's still area equals base times height, parallel, 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 right? So two sets of parallel sides. A rectangle is a parallelogram. So I'm going to plug in my 30 where my A is, because it says area is 30. My base, I don't know. The base is right here. It doesn't give it to me, but it does give me my height, which is 5. So I can multiply these and I get 5b. And now I'm just going to solve for b. So 5 times b, the opposite is divide. So my base is 6 centimeters. So I use what I know and kind of go backwards to get the answer. You still plug it in and use the same formula, no matter what numbers they give you. They give you the area or the base and the height. So what if I wanted to do perimeter of this same figure? Perimeter means I walk around the outside and I add it up, right? So once I find this 6, I know that this is a 6 and this is a 5. So I go 6 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5, and I add that up and I get 22 centimeters for my perimeter. Because some of them will ask you for perimeter and some of them will ask you for area. Another important thing to remember is that perimeter is not labeled with the little 2. Okay? And if they just want one length, like the base, that also is not labeled with the 2. It's only when the A, the area, is missing that they want the label to be a little 2. So bring that information with you, and we will talk about it tomorrow. Have a good night.